The year is now 2026 and there is still more must-get boss drops and their items to go along and discover. And I tell you what, this video is probably one of my favourite ones. There are loads of really cool armor sets and also a free class that you can go along and get as a boss drop as well. So this really is, in my totally non-biased opinion, a top one of these video series to go along and check out. Anyway though, we're here over at Pyrewatch, and if you would like a mace, you can pick one up right here from the living lava. It is the Great Mace of Flame, just in case you've never been along to go and get that. Here we have got the Queen Iona Drops, and there are quite a few actually, believe it or not. Now, Queen Iona is not the easiest monster to defeat in game. It does have some mechanics with it, and we've covered all of that in a totally separate video. However, if you do fancy going along and defeating Queen Iona, and you didn't already do this for getting the King's Echo class, so maybe you didn't stack these up at the time, these are the drops that you're able to go along and do. Conveniently, all AC tagged for that bank storage, and I really am a fan of the dual wield weapon that you can get here. I think it looks really cool. Now, queenbattle is the location for some Chaos Lord alternate sets, is how we're describing them. You can see them all here within the battle merge, but you will need the items from the actual bosses in order to go along and merge for the vast majority, or at least some of the items in the merge. On your way to the boss, however, though, you will come across a Proto Chaos, and you can get the Proto Chaos set, which conveniently again is what the boss is wearing. So if you'd like a live preview of what it looks like, you can actually see it on screen in the background. But that armor kind of looks like a green tentacly version of Dage's armor, which is why I particularly like it. That's just kind of the vibe and memories it was giving me whilst we were looking at it. Now, we mentioned that you can get some items that are very similar or indeed used in the merge shop, and here they are. This is off the main boss for the area. Everything here is AC tagged. They look really, really cool. I'd fully recommend going along and picking up any of these items that you really like the look of. They are part of the birthday event that came out, but I think they're just normal tags, so you should be able to get them all year round. If there are any problems in this video, there are a few birthday tag bits as we're going through, so that could be why, but I'm pretty sure this is just a bog standard normal map nowadays, so you should be absolutely fine in going along and picking up these ones here. When I was looking through this list, it was just making me feel like Mirror Realm all over again, because you're getting like alternate versions of their sets, and it's just really cool to pick them up, especially as we can store them away in the bank if you would like to. Anyway though, we're nearly at the bottom of this list. Just got to look over Xing and Zhang, probably two of my personal favourites, along with Esherion the OG. It is now time to move on to our next map, which is going to be Join Queenreign, and this is where you can pick yourself up the Lightning Lord set. There are 4 different monsters that we're going to take a look at here. You can access each of them by clicking on the map in the top right, presuming you have played through the story. The first one we come across is Jakku, and if we have a little look at the item drops from this particular monster, you can see we have got 2 bits. You have got this hood, and you've also got a very large looking staff. We've also got on the X-Trixie variant right here, and this is where you can grab yourself the Lightning Lord set. It's really nice. I really like it. I'm a fan of the armor. I'm a fan of the cape, so that's one of those I think is definitely worth going along and getting. Here we've got a kind of sea serpent thing. It has a dagger, which is like an earth rune type item is how I describe it. And then our last one right at the end here has some really big scythe hands. So you can get a few different helm variants if you would like it, as well as a really cool looking trident. Next up, we are over at Join Quibblehunt. We have got Dricken Drops, and we've also got Skew. These are really cool. You can come to this map and pick yourself up a full Dricken morph and walk around going bok bok, which I know there is at least one person in the game that certainly did do that. First up, let's look through the Drickens list. You've got a really nice weapon. Again, AC tagged bits in here apart from the battle pet, which inevitably will be for legends only. You can get yourself the morph armor of the Dricken, as well as the Dricken morph helm right below it. Then there's just a couple more bits if you'd like to fully complete the set, including wings and a tail. We've then got Skew directly to the left, believe it or not, and if you have a look, you can get yourself a Skew head, which again is a really cool looking item. There is Skew on your back, there's a Skew robe, which is just like a really cool overhanging figure, so that's definitely something that is worth considering picking up. Next up, we're over at rivensylth. You have to pick which way you'd like to go, so you get your temporary armor, you equip it, and then you can pass through the barrier after speaking to the NPC, and you'll find yourself Avada. I went down the rabbit route. I don't know if all 3 go to the same place, so maybe just stick with rabbit, but I'm sure they probably all lead to the same kind of location. Now, this is an important one. Classic pirate class. This didn't happen all that long ago, a few months ago now. Probably quite a few. It's probably just time flying by. But as you can see, there it is, the classic pirate class. If you want to go along pick it up, it drops from Kuro at the river. Very much worth it, especially if you are a class collector and just want to stack it up, because who doesn't want a classic pirate? Here we have got Join Ruinedcrowm, and we're going to be talking about the Warlic Armor drop. Again, this is one of those monsters, if you are an endgame farmer, you will have farmed quite a bit in the past. But there is the armor, which if you're a Warlic fan, could very well be worth going along and grabbing. Next up is the Shaman Set. Over at Join Gilead, you will need to head up to the Mana Golem boss. Conveniently nowadays, you can just press 2 mana elementals instead of having to redo the puzzle again, even if you've completed the map before. But then when you do get to the boss, you have got this big Gilead axe for legends only. You've got the Earth Shaman armor, again legends only, but the hood you can pick up if you are a free player. Nothing here is AC tagged though, so you will need to think carefully about your storage options. Here we have got the Flame Warrior set at Join Xancave. Again, sadly, most of this is going to be for legends, but Flame Warrior, funny enough, the armor, which I think looks absolutely incredible, is for free players. If you want your Flaming Fists, you will have to be a member. There is a second armor set, as well as a few more weapon variants for you there as well. Lastly, we're over at Join Ruinedwoods to have a look at the Dricken drops. My favourite one on here is definitely going to be the blue flaming sword. It's the variant, I used to think it was the Rainbringer, maybe I'm just imagining it. It's the one in Swordhaven, the OG Swordhaven from the blacksmith, and you know, it's like a normal flaming one, but you got the blue variant here of it. That is all for today though, folks. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please do leave the video a like and of course subscribe, and I'll catch you again for another one incredibly soon.